You know, we were thinking 20 years does go by awfully fast, doesn't it?
In the blink of an eye.
Does it feel like 20 years
No.
to you?
It feels, in all honesty, it feels like it's been 5 or 6 years.
Well, the cast may feel a little different.
They look the same.
That's really true. We were thinking, when you add this up, since you premiered on September 13th, well, obviously wasn't a Friday, right?
No.
1990. It was the administration of the first President Bush. It was less than 2 years after Ronald Reagan left office. So since that time that you went on the air, just to give you a little perspective, we have elected 3 different presidents. We've undergone many political transformations. It's fair to say this country is very different than the place it was when Law and Order launched. How has the changes in the political landscape affected the development and evolution of the show?
Not much, as proven by the fact that basically we did the second abortion episode, actually the third one about abortion in 20 years, and it was despised equally by the left and the right again. So there's nothing much has changed.
Some of the same George Bush jokes, too.
No, it is remarkable that the same thing that irritated people 20 years ago still irritates them.
No matter who's in the White House,
it
right?
It doesn't matter.
But the show has, taken on, as you've already suggested, some very controversial issues over the time, and taking things right from the headlines, which means that you are reflecting in many ways a social, ethical, and moral landscape.
The beauty of the show is, and I've said this for years, the perfect episode still hasn't been written where all 6 characters are on different sides of exactly the same question, and as you listen to the show, you go, well, he's right, no, that's right. So that, that would be the perfect episode, because nothing is black and white, everything is a shade of gray, and this show is the ultimate equal opportunity offender. We've offended everybody. And it's very sad, except wealthy middle-class white men who don't have a pressure group. There have been a lot of
Oh, there have been so many white criminals doing absolutely unbelievably horrible things.
I think he just threw that gauntlet your way, Sam.
Well, didn't I answer? I hope I answered.
But by the way, have you started work on that episode yet, Renee?
It's on his fax machine. He just hasn't read it yet.
That
it is the
perfect episode is already.
Yeah.
Renee's already got it ready for you to review.
It'll be interesting. No, that's the problem. There's nothing that there has 6 sides that everybody's equally impassioned about. But
And certainly, as individuals, Sam and Apatha are, I'm sure, passionate about various causes and issues that you have come across in the show, too. Have you felt that there's been an evolution in that, or has it stayed strongly, as Dick said, equal opportunity offender on almost everything?
I think Dick is absolutely right. What I find from people who talk to me about the show is that they get into these conversations after the show is aired, and that people argue about issues that are brought up on the show. So for me, it's the best of television when you can provoke thought.
When you talk back to the television set, that's
Absolutely.
Right. That's the best.
the best is that they throw something at 10:56.
Yeah, getting people to throw their shoes at the TV, that's the ambition.
At 10:56. I love that.
I was in a cab in D.C. recently with a high-powered Washington lawyer, and she said that she and her colleagues watched and discussed Law and Order for preference over the news talk shows because they thought that they were getting a more serious discussion of the issues than they were getting from the news.
Well, that's probably not surprising to
It was
many
surprising
people.
to me, but I don't know. I think it might be.
Unless
It
it's
could
Fox
be.
News. Fox News has a point of view.
Of course, yes.